Madison, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing to begin is Richardson. That's Tyler Warren, the tight end. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
That's good.
About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Colts.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Quinshawn Judkins. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
2. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Judkins. Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there, and a 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Off-balance throw, it's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Go! Mustang 19, Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 Lions.
To throw, it's Richardson. He'll get that to Quinshawn Judkins. And he will score! Touchdown, Colts. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
The touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Hold the check. Steady. Steady.
Right to the air goes Ward. Quick throw taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. That's good for a Titan first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On 1st and 10, Ward. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Come on.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he'll get about 5.
Second and 5.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Start.
From the gun, here's Ward. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready? 70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Richardson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Colts will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Dragon 60. 19, Tiger, 19, go.
Now, first down throw for Ward. To the left side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ready, ready.
It is 2nd and 6.
Go.
Out of the gun, Ward. That one caught is Chinray DK. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
Ward gonna throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They're going to go. It's Ward. He'll find his receiver. That's DK. And he's going to pick up a Titans first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and we're going to keep this drive alive.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
It's a gain of 5.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-7 is our score. We're back in Music City after this. Titans football here to start quarter number 2. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Let's go now.
Throwing, Ward. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
On first down, Ward moving to his right. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop, and that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, And now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Ready, right?
3rd and long. Here's Ward. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And the Colts will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That one completes to Pierce. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd down, they need 5. Here's Richardson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the connection. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle goes Judkins here. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
That's pretty.
They run it once more with Judkins. Finding space inside the 40. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 38 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cougar, 19.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He's got his big tight end, Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Indy.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
Ranger, 70, 19 Tiger, 19.
On 1st down, it's Ward. Complete Ridley on the reception. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Cowboy 80. Go.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let go.
Back to throw is Ward. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Ward now on 3rd down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. A big play that time on 4th and 1. 41 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Throwing again is Ward. That's complete to DK. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Colts 3-yard line.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal.
Ready? Ready?
Spears. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Mustang 19.
Now Ward on 3rd and goal. That is off side of the end zone. Touchdown Titans. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. It's a gain of 34.
18 Rattler, 18 like it. Ready? 19 Lion.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. 2nd and a yard.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
A run, and here comes Judkins. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Indianapolis.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. He'll get this quickly to Warren on the RPO. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Now it's second and 1.
Dragon 60. Cowboy 18. Pioneer. Scope.
Out of shotgun. Richardson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. He gets free inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
The kick is good. Exciting finish to the half. We are tied as both teams head to their respective locker rooms. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. From the 6, here comes a return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
Down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's second and 6.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Ward. He'll look underneath, and here's Spears. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. First down for Tennessee.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
They'll run the toss to Spears. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13.
Here we go. Strike.
Out of the gun, Ward. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Third and less than a yard.
They'll try and run here with Spears. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up fourth down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
70, Hawk 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They are going for it. It's Ward. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
The 45-yard line.
Get it. Ready, ready.
They'll run with Spears. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Titan first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's on the pickup. Second and 6.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Ready, ready. Go.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Ward. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's fourth down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
On the run to the right. He keeps it himself. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Rolling right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on 3rd down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it, nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the first down.
First down.
Ready.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll try the left side with Judkins. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Touchdown, Colts. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The extra point, up and good. And the Colts go up by 7, 28-21. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now, first down throw for Ward. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Ready, ready.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Here's Ward. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
To the air again, Ward. This throw right side taken in by Ridley.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
Again, it's Ward. Forced to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Ward to throw again. Forced out wide. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
47-yard line.
Viking 18. Here we go. Shot. Let go.
Short one, and it's caught by Warren.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Richardson. The throw on the run is complete, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Ready?
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Red. Cowboy 80.
On the ground, Judkins. Finding space at the 15. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 5-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. They'll run it here, and here's Judkins. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage.
This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
16-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Ready? Liking it, go!
Shotgun snap for Wolf. Quick throw, taken in. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in. But this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happens to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll find his receiver. That's DK. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Well, it's pretty clear where the defense anticipated this ball going on 4th down. They did a great job against the tight ends and the wide receivers, but the guy they didn't account for was the running back, and the quarterback sensed it, got it out of his hand quick, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Throwing again is Ward. Complete Wrigley on the reception. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw is Ward. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Ward. He's going to let this one go deep. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Joshua Williams. And the Colts will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
That is caught downfield by Pierce. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for the Colts. First down.
Ready, right?
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Out to his right. That is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again. But this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
On 1st down, Ward. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Spears. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired.